Hey cities, let me show you guys how I got this beautiful full glam soft look done.
Baby, did you know that from the moment we fell in and knew we couldn't fall back, knew I'd always crawl back.
Yeah, so I started by wiping my face with a wet wipe to get any excess product on my face, and I'm gonna go in with my lip gloss to moisturize my lip. Okay, using this fixing spray to hydrate the skin before I go in with the moisturizer, and I'm using the Bicham moisturizer that has the SPF 50 in it. If you have this, no need to go ahead and apply another SPF because the moisturizer already has an SPF and it's an SPF 50 plus. Okay, so I'm going to massage that nicely into the skin. Whilst that sets and absorb into the skin, I'll go ahead and do the brows. Using the Davis pencil in brown, I'm going to place the pencil right at the edge of my nose. Like this trick I learned from Rosina, or is it Sharon? Rosina Sharon. Yeah, and it has been a game changer. Okay, so place the pencil at the edge of your nose. Because I overline my brows, I'm going to follow the first dot and then line. Okay, and I'm going to shape the hairs at the top to fit in the shape I want, and then I'll start from where my hair stop, connecting that line to meet the lower line, if I'm making sense with that. So I'll start from where my hair stop and I'm going to carve outwards till it meets the lower line. Okay, just like that, and I'm going to fill in where there is no hairs. Holding the pencil light-handed, I'm going to gently fill in where there is no hairs, and then I'll go ahead and then conceal the down with the concealer and the top with the foundation. And I'm using the Rosol concealer. This is becoming one of my favorite concealer. Like, it's so creamy, it blends in like butter, and it's a perfect concealer to conceal your brows with. Okay, so I'm using that to carve the bottom part of the brows, and I'll go in with the foundation to clean the inner part of the brows and also clean the top part of the brows. Okay, just as you're seeing. After I'm done with the brows, I'm gonna go ahead and blend the excess product on my forehead and on my lid, and I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on my lid to serve as an eyeshadow base for my eyeshadow, and I'll blend that nicely on my lid, set with the powder before I go in to do my eyeshadow. Going in with the Zikel powder palette, I'm going to pick that shade as a transition, and then I'll line the shape I'm going for. Okay, so we are doing a full cut crease, and this shade as a transition, I'm going to outline the shape nicely, blend it nicely into the crease and a bit above it, okay? With a sweepless and a circular motion, I'm going to blend that nicely into the crease and above it. And my second deep shade to deepen the crease more, okay? Yeah, this is to deepen the crease, so when we cut the crease it looks sharp, okay? So that is my second deep shade I use, and I'm going to blend it nicely into the first brown we blended in, okay? Yeah, to deepen the crease more and to make it more sharp, I'm going to go in with a black eyeshadow just a little bit to deepen the crease more, okay? Just like that, to deepen the second deep shade we put on, so when we cut the crease it look sharp, okay? I'm going to blend that nicely into the second deep shade just to intensify shade we put on. And with my concealer I'm going to cut the crease. To my hooded eye girlies, put the concealer on your lid, raise your eye, and where the concealer touches is where your crease is supposed to be cut, okay? That way you don't lose the cut crease when you open your eye. So if I'm making sense with that, okay? Yeah, so I'm going to cut the crease with my concealer, blend it nicely, set with the powder, and I'll go in with my green shimmer shade, okay? Yeah, that is the shade I'm using from the art eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid. Very nice, making sure I get all the corners very nice and sharp, okay? I love this eyeshadow palette. It has a lot of colors to play with, and this shimmer shade is one of my favorites, okay? And to line, I'm using a black eyeshadow from the art eyeshadow palette as a liner, okay? As a beginner, always go in for a black eyeshadow and use it as a liner. It's easier to correct or clean than to use an actual eyeliner product, and it's hard to correct when you mess up, okay? And yeah, I did a very simple liner with an eyeshadow, and I pop on my lashes, and I'm going in with the LA Girl Smoothing Primer to prime the places I produce a lot of oil. This primer is a gel-based primer. It really blurs your pores, okay? It blurs the pores really nicely. And I'm starting off with bronzing. Using a concealer from Rozo, this is my perfect bronzing shade. I love this concealer so much, okay? A very warm brown shade, just perfect for bronzing, okay? And I'm putting that on my cheekbones, blending it into my hairline or the side of my forehead, and I'm gonna go in with my lipstick, and I'm using that as a blush, okay? Always make use of what you have and make it work, okay? Use what you have and make it work. A lipstick as a blush, and that's on period, okay? Yeah, and I'm blending that on my cheek, taking it a bit high into the hairline, yeah, right on the cheeks, okay? And I'm going to go in with my concealer, and this is also from Rozo in the shade 2, putting that at the places I want some highlights, under my eyes, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, and the side of my mouth, okay? And I want to start blending from the chin into the side of the mouth, and I'll go to the cupid's bow, my forehead, and the bridge of the nose, okay? When you're blending the forehead, always start from the ends and then you work your way in, okay? Don't start from the middle, or if you're going to start from the middle, before you finish blending, the concealer will be all over your forehead. Like the concealer will spread all over your forehead. The same applies to the under eyes. Always start from the ends, okay? Start from the ends and then you blend, working your way in. Don't go straight in from blending from the inner corner and bringing it out. You're going to spread the concealer all over your face, okay? Yeah, take note of that. It's really important, okay? Yeah, so I'm gonna blend that nicely into the skin, making sure there is no harsh line. I'm gonna go back and forth with the brushes to blend any harsh line. And to the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with my foundation, and this is also from Rozo, okay? Yeah, in the shade I think olive, okay? And I'm going to put that at the places I had no product on. blend the foundation on those places very nicely. With this technique, you're going to save a lot of foundation, okay? Because before, you're going to blend in all your foundation all over your face, and then you go in your contour, your blush, and your concealer. But when you do this technique, you're going to put your foundation just at some part of the face, not all over the face, okay? Yeah, so this, I'm going to go in with the contour brush and blend any harsh line I see on my forehead, my cheeks, and I'll go in with the concealer brush as well to blend any harsh line, like to smoothen everything, okay? And for extra brightness, I'm going to go in with just a little bit of concealer under my eyes, blend it nicely, just my under eyes, okay, for extra under eyes brightness. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna blend that nicely on the under eye only. Okay, and I'll go in with the blush brush to intensify the blush and also blend any harsh line in between the concealer and the blush. Okay, so with this, to set your face, you blend the concealer immediately and then you set. And I'm using the merak setting powder in the shade ginger. Okay, so you blend immediately, don't wait for a second, and you set. Okay, that way your under eyes don't crease. That's what I'm doing right now. I blend immediately and I set. Okay, to avoid the under eyes from creasing, and I'm going to set all the concealed areas. Okay, all the places I put concealer, I'm going to set those places with the merak setting powder. And to the rest of the face, I'm going to pick a shade closer to my foundation from the Zikel powder palette to set the rest of my face. And I'll pick a warm brown shade to bronze the side of my forehead and also my cheekbone, like literally where I put the cream bronzing, I'm going to bronze there with the powder as well. And that same shade I'm going to use to snatch my nose, okay? I don't do cream contour, so I use a powder to bronze and snatch the nose, okay? Just like I'm doing. And back to the fixing spray, I'm gonna spray to melt all the powders in place, and I'll go to do my lip using that same pencil I use on my brows from the Davis pencil in brown. I'm gonna line my lip and top it up with the Rozo lipstick, okay? One of my favorite lipstick. It dries down matte really beautifully, and when it dries down, it does not transfer, okay? It's so beautiful. I love their lip product. It's really beautiful. And my favorite trick that you guys know about, okay, going back to the Zikel powder palette, picking a shade lighter, or let me say one shade lighter than my concealer, I'm going to use that to brighten my under eyes, okay? Yeah, this is my favorite trick. I do this all the time after my makeup, okay? This is to brighten the under eyes and make your under eyes stands out, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna go in with a clean brush and dust any excess products to blend in everything nicely. And going in with the black pencil on my waterline. And I'm going to use that beautiful shade from the Art eyeshadow palette to smoke my lower lashes. I'm going to dust any fallout, and then I'll go in with the mascara on my lower lashes. And to lock everything in place, I'm going to go in with a locket spray from issa&dose to lock the makeup in place, okay? And the final touches is really important, okay? I'm going to do a hairline stroke in front of the brows that I forgot to do, but it's important, okay? And it's really necessary you do them after your makeup, okay? To define and bring everything back to life. Okay, yeah. And to highlight, I'm going to highlight my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, and a bit on my forehead. Okay, I did add some gloss on the lip. As you can see, it's giving all it's supposed to give. Okay, and yeah guys, that is the look. This is beautiful. I really love this. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.